Got another video for you today. I got a question for you guys. What do you do when you did everything you were told to do? What do you do when you do everything right? You went to school, you got good grades, you stayed out of jail, never found yourself in any trouble whatsoever. You got a good job. You're working on that job. You got married. You had kids. And things are still not working out. What do you do? What do you do now when you feel like, you know what? No matter how hard I try, things just ain't working out. What do you do when your kids ask you for something and you gotta tell your kids no? Huh? How does that make you feel? Right? When you want to go out somewhere with your family and you can't go out with your family and do what you really, really want to do. How does that make you feel? And you're doing everything right. Not like you're an effed up person. Okay? Some of you might even be going to church too on top of that. And things are still not working. What do? You see, guys, this is when you got to stop for a second and think. Okay? Is there another way? Is there a better way to do what I'm doing? Is anybody else around me who's doing something different able to do the things that I can't do with myself and my family? And for you single guys and girls, okay, it's the same thing. Men, you see a girl you want to talk to, but you know you don't want to talk to her because you can't offer her nothing because things in your life ain't right, okay? Girls, you got a guy that you may like. What you bringing to the table, okay? You might not even have the proper clothes to go out if this person say, okay, I'm taking you here. What do? What do? See, now it's real time. I'm keeping it real with you now. What do? What do you do when you're doing everything right and it's still not working? And you're seeing people around you who aren't righteous. And this is when it really messes with your head. When you're seeing people around you who are not righteous people, and it seems like they're prospering. It seems like why are they living a better life? Why are they being able to do things? And I'm doing it right, and they're doing it wrong. You see, that's when it messes with your head. You see, but the thing is not to go outside there and start doing illegal stuff. Figure it out. Figure it out. Change what you're doing. Change the direction you're moving in. Go into another direction. People who are giving you advice, you need to look at your inner circle. Who are you paying attention to? Where did you get this bad advice from? Who gave you that advice? It might be your mother and father. For most of us, it was our mother and father. Okay? Because what was working in their day is not working now. Okay? What you used to do yesterday is not going to be successful and take you into the future. Ask anybody who owns a business. Let them try to keep doing what they used to do 10 years ago. They're out of business today. Okay? So many big name corporations are gone. They're gone. Well, how did this person fail? They're gone. Okay? Remember a company called Siemens? Siemens Furniture? Where are they? Gone. Okay? Remember Magnavox? RCA? They had to reboot. But for a while, they were gone. Okay? They owned electronics. Fisher, Magnavox, RCA, gone. You can't even walk into a store and buy a TV with one of them names anymore. Okay? They're gone because they kept doing what they used to do, thinking it's going to take them into the future. and they were wrong. You got to adjust. You got to adopt. Guys, there's got to be a better way, and there is a better way, okay? If you open up your eyes and you open up your heart and you open up your mind, okay, and stay humble and ask questions. Look around you, ask people, oh, hold on a second. What are you doing? How come you're able to do that? Why are you able to, yo, can you help me? There's a scene in The Wolf of Wall Street where the guy's busting his behind, working every day. And he's in the diner. He said, yo, I know you. You live in my building. And the guy says, yeah. He goes, you're the guy with the Jaguar. He goes, yeah. He says, well, how the hell did you have a Jaguar? You live in my building. What do you do for a living? And the guy told him what he did for a living. He said, how much money you make? And he told him how much money he makes. He said, nah, you're full of crap. He goes, you show me right now that you make that kind of money. I quit my job today and I work for you. How come you don't have that kind of approach? How come you don't have that mindset? You see somebody doing something and it's legal, legitimate, ask a question. What are you doing, man? Is it possible I could learn it? Okay? You see, because you got to understand something. There will always be people around you telling you you cannot do this. There will always be people around you telling you, hey, you know what? It ain't the best. Stay where you are. Be happy. Don't worry. We're all struggling. Don't worry, man. Sometimes shit is good and sometimes it's not. There are always people around you telling you crap like that. That just tells you you're hanging around the wrong people. Okay? Need to get a better circle. Need to get better advice. Need to be around different type of people. Because there's a lot of people out here, believe it or not, they're not doing illegal stuff. They ain't doing no kind of crime. And guess what? They're doing damn good. And a lot of them are not even 30 or 40 years old. Okay? All these young kids today, they all want to be Mark Zuckerberg. They all want to be the guy who owns Google because they're looking at a guy who owns a massive company who looks like them. They're young. All these young kids today, man, they want to go out there and venture and be their own CEOs of their own company. They want to be entrepreneurs. Why? Because they see it. And you can't tell them to unsee it. They see it. Okay? Some people like to make believe it don't exist. Why? Because you got degrees. Oh, I got 3 masters. I got 2 masters. I got a doctorate. I got this. But you know what? I know a group of people. They all got master's degrees. Some of them got multiple master's degrees. And they're not making more money than a guy who figured it out, who said, guess what? I don't have those things going for me. I just came to the country. I got to hustle. I got to figure it out. I'm not going to work 40 years for anybody or 25 years in a certain company. I don't have that luxury. And they figure it out. Okay? People, seek them out there. They're all out there. They're all out there. So you can't see them and make believe you don't see them. Okay? And just stay blind. You owe it to your family. You owe it to your sons and daughters to stop telling them no. You owe it to them. You owe it to them. Because let me tell you something, and this is not maybe. When you keep saying no to a kid, that kid sees other kids have stuff, they're going to turn in the wrong direction because lack breeds crime. Everyone who's out there stealing, they're stealing for something. They're not out there stealing for nothing. Lack breeds crime. Okay? When a person don't have, and they ain't got nobody around them to keep them from telling them the virtues of right and wrong, that wasn't brought up right, they start to steal because of lack. Because they want that thing. And then that means they come to me and you, try to take what we have. So you owe it to your family member to show them the path. And you owe it to your family to stop saying no. You owe it to yourself. Give yourself more. Take yourself to another level. Stop saying, oh, it's good enough. No, because good enough isn't good enough if it can be better. So stop lying to yourself. You know you ain't happy. Fix it.
To another level.